I found that the written word was something which was like a strange creature on that page, which made no sense to me. I could never capture the enchantment I experienced under a starlit night sky into the words. Cinema was at least attempting to scratch the surface. Even cinema, as an art form, is so limited to capture the wonders of life.
Most of my childhood we are spent in green rooms while my parents were rehearsing and they will rehearse and हम लोग green room में बैठे होते थे, मम्मी आके homework करवाती थी, फिर वो theatre करते थे. That's how I got trained about every small little nitty-gritty of storytelling, scene, performances. That's it. I never went to a film school. I think that was my school.
Jamshedpur is a very cosmopolitan town, and in being so, it has made me aware of different cultures of, Bihari, Bengali, South Indian, North Indian, Kashmiri, Punjabi.
I had no aspirations or dreams of being in the movie business. When I didn't pass through this architecture entrance exam, I was quite clueless what I'm going to do next.
Actually, I wanted to be a cricketer, but after my father expired, and I was in college second year, I used to work and then go for practices. So I realized that it's not going to happen because I needed that financial support to continue as a cricketer.
I think if I had carried my life out the way I wanted, it would have been a big disaster. Lots of things, and mostly very important things in my professional life, have happened as a result of something that I was trying for and failed at. And then something else happened.
When in Mithibai I saw that there was so many extracurricular activities happening around, I decided to just participate. In those 3 years of my college, I got to do Hindi plays, Gujarati, English, Marathi, all languages. And I did everything, right from being a sentry, a doorkeeper, to whatever character that I was getting. But that process helped me find myself.
I was primarily wanting to take up painting and photography as my profession. But once I got involved in the fantasy of the film craft, and I found it most astonishing, because it encompassed everything. It had the science and the arts and the picture and the sound and the music.
My grandmother used to teach in the palace paintings and all that. So every time she came back, she would get these calendar paintings of all these beautiful paintings that Raja Ravi Varman had done. So these were your first visual education, because you'd put up the painting on the wall and then would tell all of us the stories related to this mythology of Ravan cutting Garudas, so you just tend to imagine.
Because of the childhood agonies in my life and fractured family, I valued the emotions of relationship, and I was always in need of emotions, fulfillment, and I could find my fulfillment during my childhood in music or in cinema.
Our childhood, the happiest moments of our life were when we were watching a entertaining, fun, happy movie, and that for those 3 hours, literally we would forget the problems we were having at home, that there was no money at home or that my dad was drinking.
The kind of films I say that I saw Manthan and I saw Nishant and I saw Kalyug and all of Shyam Benegal's and Govind Nihalani's films and Garam Hawa. All these films I saw in Allahabad and other big Hollywood films. Allahabad was buzzing with these kind of social activity. There was a rock music scene which was quite prominent at that time. And Allahabad is known for its Hindi, the contribution to Hindi literature. I was fortunate enough, that I was born and brought up in Allahabad, which gave me everything.
Dharma was being shot and Chansa was the director. That was the very first day that I ever witnessed a film shooting. I stayed in one corner for 12 hours until 9 in the night, and the whole rigmarole of film shooting, the costumes were being taken, or the trolley was being laid, or the lights were being fixed, or the glass was being cracked, and a qawwali was being completely I said, this is it. this has everything, which I probably want to do and I want to learn.
I had stopped getting work, quality work for films in music, and I preempted that if I don't do something out of the box, I'll be out of work. So I went to the basic, that who gives work to a composer. So it's 99.99 times it's a director's choice. So I thought that why don't I become a director, so nobody can tell me that you can't take your own music.
I remember that moment very well when I read for the first time an ad which announced the training in cinematography. The excitement was in the combination of the word cinema and photography. Both the things I loved, but I never saw them together. And when the cinematography brought the two words together, it was like I discovered a new world.
I never had a plan B in my life, because if you have a plan B, that means you are unsure of your plan A. So the moment you think of plan B, that means you are not going to be, there are 50% chances of you getting success in your plan A. You know that if you don't succeed in your plan A, you are going to go back home hungry.